Hey everyone, my name is Jeff. After seeing Jamal Hartwell's YouTube videos of his setup, I wanted to upload a video showing my setup here. What I have here is a killer sound module. I'm using the OpenLab SoundSlate in combination with my iPad and Airport Express. I just wanted to share my setup and hopefully someone can benefit by watching it. Let's get started. Alright, so what I have running on my OpenLab SoundSlate is Riff. Riff is made by OpenLabs as well. Riff is basically a VST host. I can host any of my plugins, so either soft synths or effects that are VST compatible. So I can run Ivory, Omnisphere, Native Instruments Complete, IK Multimedia stuff, effects or sounds wise I can run on it. The main thing with Riff is it's very easy to use and it's touchscreen friendly. So that's where my iPad comes in. My iPad is used as my touchscreen interface. So I can use my iPad to control Riff. So I can just touch on anything I want to control. I can add a sound here. I can do my signal routing. And there's a whole list of different things you can do as well. It's very easy to use. Riff has got a very easy MIDI learn function. So I have my MIDI control mapped to this volume knob here. So if I'm playing a sound, I can adjust the volume with my MIDI control. It's very easy to map. All you hit is learn. The control you want to map, it turns red to let you know you're in mapping mode. You touch the control, and then you move the hardware controller or any controller you want to use to that you want to control it. So there you go. I have it mapped. You can see there. I can control the volume. And it's that easy to map things in Riff. So that's the main benefit of Riff. It's very easy to use. In a live setting, you don't want, if you use Cubase would be a nightmare, or Pro Tools or any of those DAWs would be a nightmare, because there's all this signal routing and it's very cumbersome when you're using it live. And that's the main benefit of this setup, is OpenLab SoundSlate with my iPad and a way to connect them to control each other. So I can have a Wi-Fi connection to my SoundSlate, and that's how I'm connecting to this. And I'm controlling from here. And it's a very mobile setup. Alright, so here's where Riff is really cool. We go to the Live Controls tab. Live controls, you can create your own. Actually, I'll show you. You can create your own knob button, note button, XY pad, even a text editor. That's what I have here, so I can remind me of what my sounds are when I'm in this Live Controls page. So it's really cool. You can check out here. So my first sound I'm playing, I have it noted here, the first sound I have available is my MKS acoustic piano. So this is just good for real churchy stuff. Right now I have it dry, but I also have an effects button here to turn it on and off. So here's dry. Here's with the effects. Probably won't use it too much on this sound here, but this next sound, Electric Piano 2, from the MKS 20 module. This is all running on my SoundSlate, okay? For those of you familiar with the MKS 20, this is your typical Electric Piano 2 on the MKS 20. This is how it sounds dry. I added a touch of reverb on it. That's the other cool thing about having it in here, is I can add effects. I can add, right here I can add chorus. And I can all do it inside this unit here. So I can add chorus, a panning effect if I wanted to, a wah effect. So I can turn it on and off here. Here's MKS 20, the electric piano sound. Without any chorus, with chorus. I can switch sounds. Here's going to be an acoustic piano. If I want to add strings, I just press my unmute strings. the strings just by pressing that button, bringing it on and off. Now my next sound I'm going to use is a Rhodes. Just kind of showing the dynamics of the sound. It's got a bite to it, so you can actually hear the hammers hit the tine. And it's got a real nice bottom end. It sounds real meaty and real fat. I can also turn on chorus effect for my Rhodes. This is the same Rhodes, but I can make it sound quite a bit different by just applying different effects to it. Same thing. I'm going to turn off that. I'm going to add some panning. This is kind of like an amp simulation one. Adds a little bit of distortion to it. It's a little too much there. And here's like reverb. Here's like a little EQ effect I can turn on and off. You can hear the reverb. Just adds more reverb. Without it, I still have a little bit of reverb on it. And the next sound here, I'm going to go to a string sound. It's a very dynamic string patch. And then here's a bass. Going to next sound here. Now here's a cool thing here is I can have a Moog bass. Sounds like a regular Moog. This is what's cool about this patch. You hear it kind of gets louder and more dynamic at this top. And then I can actually add another type of Moog. It's got more of a bite to it. It's kind of similar to the first one, this one here, and the third one. Cool thing is I can layer them all together. Now it sounds... sounds really, really fat. Can have different lead sounds right here. This is kind of like a funk lead. It's like another one. This one's got a lot of delay. This is like a Korg MS-20 sound. It's like a sawtooth, I think. But it's kind of dry there. I can add chorus or any effect I want to on top of it. And I can also layer these if I wanted to. Any combination of them. That sounds interesting. I can layer them with any of these together. Next one, I have a brass sound. And I can actually add some chorus to that sound. Next one I have is a clav. Same sound, just adding a different effect to it. Add a little wah to it. So that's kind of, I have like about 16 different sounds available here. So basically like a full, if I had a module, it'd be like each part is filled with a sound. I think I have 16 different sounds loaded up in here. So it's a pretty powerful setup, but the cool thing is that I can change this. So like if I had this as a motif, whatever sounds come with it, come with it. Phantom, a Triton, or whatever, M50, whatever you want to call it, the sound of that way, whatever comes with it is what it comes with. So the cool thing with this is I can load whatever sound I want to load into it as long as my system can handle it. So you can load samples in here if you wanted to. You could actually run Ableton Live if you wanted to. I probably wouldn't want to do that. I would rather use this as a sound module only, and you could use it as a MacBook Pro or another device to play back your tracks, because you only have 2 outputs out of here. You have 8-at, but then you'd have to have another mic pre 8-at converter to send another 8 channels out. I'd rather just use a MacBook Pro, or you could get a Nico or something else. If you have any questions, post them on the YouTube, the comment section there, and let me know. If you're interested in seeing more videos, let me know too. Give me your thoughts. All right, thanks.